So what I would do, Madison Bumgarner would come in. You'd start slotting him in, giving him starts, right? And it would be more of that, maybe that six-man rotation. It's not a situation where you go six-man, but then you've got just a bullpen day and you're trying to pick up the pieces because it wears out your bullpen.
Right.
And you're way more vulnerable when you do that. And then, obviously, if something goes down, if there is a weak link. So kind of put it this way. If you are going to try to get to the playoffs, you're going to try and contend.
Mm-hmm.
He comes in, guess what? Competition. If you're the weak link in that rotation, you go in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Straight up. And I'm just using examples here, whatever. Let's say it's Chris Flexen, right?
Right.
I'm not saying he's been pitching great.
Yeah.
But let's say, hey, look, he's my guy. He's going to get the start. Because and you may go, oh, that's unfair. No. When you're in this position that they want to be in, it's not about being unfair. That's just the way it goes. We saw that with Yusei Kikuchi at the end of the year.
Yeah. So you would then bring him in, and again, playing out the hypothetical, you bring him in, your other five are still going, they're all healthy, so you don't technically have a spot for him. Mm-hmm. You wouldn't send Kirby down, you would just go to a six-man?
Okay. If they're in this situation, they've already sort of shown their hand a little bit with George Kirby trying to monitor and suppress the workload a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously that's a factor. So then all of a sudden, if you are going to start messing with George Kirby and the days and messing with the rest of the rotation as well, all right then you get another starting. I'm not saying it has to be Madison Bumgarner. You get another guy who, again, has been there before, has pitched in a World Series, had success, has that kind of presence. You have him come in. He makes his start. Let's say you go six-man for a little bit. George Kirby skips a start.
Mm-hmm.
So then you're essentially doing the same thing as what you're doing now with the option. And then it's, all right, you get down the stretch, who's my best five? And then George Kirby is rested. Logan Gilbert could be rested, skip a start. Then you go down in the month of September, who are my best five? Who are my guys going down the stretch? Like we saw last year.